There's a certain part of you, maybe deep down inside, that's been used to the idea that fear has a role in your life. It's almost like it's a companion that's been standing by, offering you the experience of fear in ways that feel familiar, comforting, even safe in their own way. And yet, in the same breath, you've also sensed something more is possible, something beyond fear, something bigger, more expansive, almost like a door that's always been there, waiting to open for you, if you just let it. And perhaps in moments like these, as you think about that feeling of fear, you can recognize, almost in passing, how it's been a doorway in disguise, a doorway that's been holding you back, and yet somehow you've believed it's the only thing that's kept you safe. Safe from the unknown, from change, from stepping into that powerful, unstoppable version of yourself who can create the change. But imagine for a moment, just for a moment, if fear wasn't there to protect you anymore, what would that be like? What would be possible then? You may already be starting to realize, when fear has been showing up, it hasn't been about the external world at all, but something deeper inside, something you've allowed to become a pattern, something that's been set in motion like a loop, a familiar rhythm, a way of responding to things that may seem threatening, but really these threats, they were never real. And as you notice that, just notice, it's almost like you can begin to feel that loop lessening, unraveling, like a thread that's been woven too tightly. But now you can feel the freedom to let go. Yes, to let go of the habit of fear, the belief that fear is required for change, for growth. Because in truth, you've always had the ability, even when it seemed hidden, to take the reins of your own destiny. You've always had the power to move beyond the surface, to recognize that you are the one who creates motivation, who creates change in your life. Not fear, not circumstances, not the external world. And imagine now, just imagine how it might feel to move through life with your own power, your own sense of control, your own ability to be in the driver's seat of your decisions. Notice how the very idea of creating change begins to feel lighter, easier, almost effortless. Change becomes your ally, because you know deep inside, you're the one who can shape your reality. And in that process, there's no need for fear. Fear is no longer a necessity, because as you let go of that old pattern, something else begins to take its place. Can you feel it? A new belief, a deeper truth, emerging. A belief that says, I am the creator of my life. I'm the one who decides when it's time to grow, when it's time to evolve, when it's time to take action. You might even find yourself feeling a sense of pride, a sense of power, rising up from within, like a wave of energy that comes from the core of your being, washing over you, clearing away the old doubts and fears. They no longer belong. They no longer serve you. And it's interesting, isn't it, how when you allow yourself to let go of that old story, that old excuse for delay, you feel this wave of excitement, this sense of possibility, building within you. Can you feel that? Almost like a force that propels you forward. It's the energy of transformation. It's the energy of action. And this new energy becomes magnetic. It draws you towards change that you desire, with the ease and flow you may have never thought was possible before. And now, as you continue to breathe deeply, allow yourself to notice how much more comfortable it becomes to be in the moment, to step forward, to take those small steps, and to take them with purpose, with confidence. Each action you take, it's filled with certainty. Each step you make becomes a step of empowerment. You move not from fear, but from desire, from your deepest truth, from your capacity to create change that resonates with who you really are. You realize now your ability to create motivation, create the momentum you need. It's always been with you. It's like a switch. you simply need to flick. And with each flick of that switch, you realize you feel more aligned, more in tune, more like the person you've always known you could be. And just notice how easy it becomes to stay in this state, to keep the momentum going, because you're creating it. It's coming from you. It's your energy, your vision, your choice. So, what if you now took this new belief, this new energy, and allowed it to grow, to expand in your life? What if you could now allow yourself to release the need to wait for fear to show up in order to move forward? Imagine how quickly your goals can unfold when fear is no longer required to justify action. Can you feel that shift inside? It's as if the whole world opens up to you, waiting for you to step in, to claim your power, to own your ability to create whatever you desire. And perhaps now, with this new empowered belief running in the background, you can simply smile, knowing you've already taken the first step. And from this moment onward, there's nothing stopping you from stepping fully into the life you've always dreamed of creating. The life you've always been capable of creating. And with each moment that passes, you can begin to feel how much easier it becomes to just take the next step, and the next, and the next. You're free now. You're free to grow, free to change, free to create the life that you choose, and that's exactly what you'll do. You may find, as you relax even deeper now, that every word you hear is like a key unlocking more possibilities within you. Because it's already clear, isn't it? You've already begun to sense, perhaps even on a subconscious level, that fear, it's always been more of a habit than a necessity. And habits change, just like that, with a simple shift, a choice, a moment of awareness. And it's interesting to notice how the idea of fear, something you once thought that you needed, something you believed kept you safe, it has no real power over you anymore. In fact, the old belief, it's starting to melt away, piece by piece, like ice melting in the warmth of the sun. Can you feel it? Each piece dissolving gently, effortlessly, as the warmth of your own power and clarity fills the space where fear used to be. It's like a door that opens with ease, and as it opens, you see clearly, more clearly than ever before, that fear is just a story you no longer need to tell. It's a pattern that's been programmed into you, but that can be reprogrammed out with ease if you so choose. And you're already choosing. In fact, you've already chosen, haven't you? Every time you think about what's possible, you feel it. You feel the power of your own choice, the power to create change and motivation in your life, simply by shifting your focus. And as you think about the ease with which you create change, you can begin to notice, just notice, how the need for external fear begins to fade, replaced by the natural, effortless flow of motivation from within you. And the more you notice that, the easier it becomes to feel it, to embody it, to make it your own. You've been doing it all along, haven't you? Creating change, moving forward. Even when it felt difficult, you've been doing it. And now, with every breath you take, every subtle shift in your body, you can feel how that sense of power grows stronger. Every moment is an opportunity to affirm your ability, your strength, your potential. The more you allow yourself to create the momentum, the more you become that person who simply takes action, who creates their own path forward without hesitation, without waiting for fear to appear. And isn't that freeing to know that you can act without needing fear to guide you? In fact, you might begin to notice, as this shift deepens, that there are moments when you can actually feel the contrast between the old way of thinking, the way that kept you waiting for something external to change, and the new way. And the new way, it feels so much better, doesn't it? It feels right. It feels like a natural extension of who you are, who you've always been, and who you're becoming. You can almost feel that subtle shift inside, as though it were a current of confidence, of clarity, of action, flowing through you. And you're riding that current now effortlessly and with ease. And as you think about creating your own motivation, your own change, it becomes clear, doesn't it? It's no longer something you have to wait for. You're the one who decides when to move forward. You're the one who decides when to take that step. And with each step, you feel more and more empowered. It's like the world becomes a canvas. And you've all the colours at your fingertips. And with each decision, each action, you paint your life with bold, beautiful strokes, knowing that fear no longer holds any power over you. It's as if a part of you begins to understand deeply that the external world is simply a reflection of what you create inside. And when you begin to create from your centre, from your true power, everything starts to align. The external world starts to respond to your internal strength. The circumstances, the people, the opportunity, everything begins to unfold in your favour. The motivation is no longer something you chase, but something you become. It comes from within, like a wellspring of energy, ready to fuel every step you take. And as you continue to allow this understanding to settle deeply into your being, you might begin to feel a new pattern emerge, a pattern of certainty, a pattern where you know, without a doubt, that you are the creator of your life, a pattern where you trust yourself completely, knowing that change, growth and motivation flow effortlessly through you. It's as if this pattern is now becoming automatic, like a natural flowing rhythm that's always with you, always available whenever you need it. And it feels good, doesn't it? Because now you can step into your life knowing there's no need for fear to show you the way. There's no need for fear to be the motivator. Instead, you are the motivator. And the more you recognize that truth, the more it becomes a part of you, like an indelible imprint, a core belief that you carry with you everywhere that you go. It's effortless now to see the truth of your own power, your own capacity to create the life you desire. And the amazing thing is, this shift is happening so naturally, so easily. It almost seems like you've always known it. It feels familiar. It feels like home. You've always had the ability to move forward, to create change, to shape your world exactly as you desire. And now, as you breathe deeply, you can feel this knowing settle deeper and deeper within you, like the roots of a mighty tree growing stronger, more expansive, more grounded with every breath. Now as you continue on your path, you'll begin to notice how much easier it is to take action, to feel motivated and to embrace change. And the more you embrace it, the more natural it feels. The more it becomes second nature to act in alignment with your true power. And to do so without hesitation, without waiting for anything outside of you to change. You are in charge now. You're the one who makes the rules, who decides the course of your life. And you do so with confidence, with clarity, and with a sense of excitement that grows stronger each day. It's as if you now live in a world where all things are possible, because you've realized the truth. You're the one who makes things happen. And with each passing day, you step more fully into the life you've always been capable of creating. So as you continue to relax, you might notice something, a subtle feeling, almost like a quiet whisper deep inside, telling you you've always known the truth. You've always had the power within you to create change, to motivate yourself, to shape your reality. It's always been there, just waiting for you to recognize it. And now, as you allow yourself to sink even deeper into this knowing, you begin to realize the stories of fear and hesitation. They're simply stepping stones, each one leading you to this very moment, to this truth. And isn't it fascinating how easy it is to begin to trust in your own power when you allow it to come from within, when you feel it as a natural extension of who you are? It's almost as if every breath you take helps to unlock more of that inner strength, that inner motivation. Every breath, every heartbeat, a reminder that you're fully equipped to move forward, to create and to grow. The more you breathe, the more you realize that fear doesn't need to be a compass that guides you anymore. You are the compass. Your own inner wisdom, your own clarity is what guides you forward now. And you may notice, as you allow yourself to feel the truth of this, There's no rush. There's no need to push or force anything. You can move forward gently, effortlessly, knowing you've all the time you need. Your mind and your body, they're aligning now, creating a new rhythm where you feel at ease, confident, and certain in every choice that you make. You begin to feel it now, the ease of action, the natural flow of decision making, where there's no longer any need for delay or procrastination. Each step you take is fueled by your own internal power, your own internal motivation, moving you towards the change you desire. And it's almost like a new belief is settling in, isn't it? A belief that feels so right, so true, that change can come easily, because it's always been within your power to create it. You don't need anything outside of you to spark that change. You can spark it yourself from within. And the more you recognize that, the more this new belief becomes solid, unshakable, and deeply ingrained. You begin to notice with each new thought that you have, each new choice you make. You are embodying this belief, living it more and more fully each day. And just like that, as you feel this shift, you realize fear no longer has a place in your life. It becomes more and more obvious. It never truly had the power you thought it did. And what's even more fascinating is how quickly and easily you see the world around you shift in response to your new belief. As you embrace your own power, the world begins to reflect that back to you in ways that surprise and delight you. People notice, opportunities show up, your path becomes clearer, and every action you take, it's filled with a deep sense of certainty and purpose. It's almost like you're rewiring your brain, isn't it? Creating new neural pathways that are aligned with this belief. The more you focus on your own ability to create change, the more those pathways become stronger, more automatic, more natural. You feel yourself becoming more effortless in your actions. You can almost feel the weight lifting from your shoulders as you let go of the old patterns that once held you back. It's like a cloud dissipating in the sky, leaving you with a bright, clear, open space where anything is possible. And as you continue to relax, you might begin to notice you no longer need to create fear in order to motivate yourself. It's as if that old way of thinking is already fading away, being replaced by something much more powerful, much more empowering. You begin to realize motivation comes from within. It's not something you have to wait for. It's something you generate. It's like a spark within you that can light at any time. And once it's lit, it burns brighter and brighter, naturally guiding you forward, inspiring you to take action and to move towards your goals. And imagine how easily it will be to step into the new way of living. Imagine how natural it will feel to take each step with confidence, with clarity, knowing you are the creator of your reality. Every decision you make is fueled by your inner wisdom, your inner strength. You no longer need the external world to dictate your pace or your direction. You know exactly where you're going, and you have everything that you need inside you to get there. It's almost like you can feel your body shifting in response to these new beliefs, as if your entire being is realigning with your true potential. Every cell in your body is absorbing this new truth, this new certainty. It's as if your body knows on a deep cellular level that fear is not necessary, that you're more than capable of moving through any challenge with ease. You're free to create, free to act, free to live the life you've always dreamed of. And as you let go of the need to feel fear, you begin to feel something even more powerful rising within you, a sense of excitement, a sense of anticipation for the changes you're creating. You might even begin to notice, the more you embrace this new way of thinking, the more exciting life becomes. Every new challenge is a new opportunity. Every step is filled with the thrill of creation. There's no hesitation, no fear, just the pure joy of knowing that you are in control. And the most remarkable thing is this new way of thinking, this new belief system, is becoming automatic now. It's becoming the way you naturally respond to life, to every decision, to every moment. And as you continue to reinforce this, the old patterns of fear and hesitation, they become more and more distant, like a forgotten memory. What once felt difficult or uncertain now feels easy, natural, and even exciting. So now, as you continue to move forward, notice how much easier it becomes to take action, to create the life you want, and to embrace change, because you've unlocked a truth within you that can never be taken away. You are the creator. You're the one who moves forward. You're the one who decides. And every decision you make is filled with confidence, clarity, and excitement.